magic.
Magic. No intro, no nothing. We're just here. Ta-da.
Yeah, I've been hearing doing like a pre-roll is really nice for like so people don't get ads when they come in right away, but I always forget. I feel so terrible.
Honestly, I just let the automatic thing set it up, and it's kind of been fine. There's supposed to only be like 3 ads per hour, but they come by pretty fast because people are just like, ad, and I'm like, how is that possible?
Sure. Yeah.
The ad thing confuses me, but I don't care. It gives a trickle of money, whatever. Oh, you want to know what I do need though? Really quick, I need to grab my iPad just in case. Beep.
Loud sometimes. I don't want to brain it out though to figure out how to turn it down on my end. It's not you though.
Okay. It's not entirely.
You did make
Huh?
Oh, I was saying I did make a playlist for Umbrella things and I'm listening to it as I'm like coloring it.
Oh,
Kinda
that's
weird.
so awesome. That is not weird.
Cute. It's cute.
Brandon Sanderson does the same thing. When he's writing his book, he has a playlist that he listens to. I maybe just know too much. Too many people and what they do. I'm like, no, it's all good. All right. See, my problem is like half of my shit's still on my iPad, so it's like, oh my god, I have to have both. I'm gonna snooze my ads for 5 minutes because I would like to see. Where's Elu's? Oh, Elu stream. Turn on. Oh,
it's working.
Ad. Speaking of ads, ad.
Yeah, I had to like refresh too. It's like, oh my god. But at least it's working. Like last week having that whole situation with the mic, I was like gonna just flip my desk. Why?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I've slowly learned that streaming is like 90% patience, 10% actual streaming.
Oh yeah. Ooh, okay, there we go. Let's see. I have it kind of not quite centered, but let's see. I could probably move you over so I don't have to have a duplicate of mine, and I'll just use that half of your screen.
Yeah, if we were planning ahead, we might be more creative about that because I'm sure there's a way to do it.
Well, I mean, as long as it's like centered, I can see what you're working on. That's kind of the point. So there we go. That should work. Nobody needs
to be like
aware
using a what's it called, a browser source, because I can like minimize the browser. So nice.
Very. Okay. Woo. So yeah, I have to figure out at some point how I'm going to do half of a shadow form on her because I want her to be like mid, like transitioning back. I have been playing. I have no idea how many characters I've been playing on WoW right now that are all just voidy characters. It's crazy.
Wait, you're playing a Shadow Priest on Remix, right?
On Remix, I have a 70 druid, a 70 priest. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm currently almost 70 on my monk. I have a DK that I'm working on. And then on Horde, there's like a paladin somewhere on Moongard. I don't know. I'm all over the place. But I have been enjoying each character, though. That's the key. It hasn't been just, oh, something boring. It's actually been quite fun. So,
I
swear.
I really want to level more, but I just feel like it's overwhelming. Especially because I want to finish something for once as far as leveling, because it's a limited event.
Yes.
I should probably finish leveling this character before I start any others, maybe?
Like, I enjoy the how would you put it? Like, the increases that you get, like, with the oh, I know words.
The threads, yeah.
Yeah, the threads and the cloak and everything. So it's kind of like how it was before, and it's really fun. But at this point, I'm like, the point of my doing anything at all is strictly that it's oops. Oh. I'm clicking things. Hold on. So, okay. Using my Cintiq as a second screen, there's this fancy thing where you have to press a button for it to like stay on your screen.
Wait, what?
And I've clicked all kinds of weird things. Let me see. Oh, that's a refresh. Okay. So I've kind of messed up my my screen over here.
God. What's happening?
What did I do? Oh my god. Oh, it's showing the preview and the program. How do I make it go away? Oh, is it because I clicked something specific with 𝐕𝐈_Stream? Maybe. What is this?
Yeah, I've been leveling, so because I have so many paladins in my story, I've just like been leveling one in Northshire, was it Valley or whatever?
Oh.
And I kind of like it. I mean, it's like level 10, but it's like, this is kind of cool.
Oh god, I really don't know what the fuck I did. Okay, studio mode. There we go. I don't know. It made 2 of everything, and I was really really scared. Okay. Okay, 𝐕𝐈_Stream. There you are. There you are. Okay. It was
Studio mode. I was like, yes.
No, I had to click studio mode to get out of whatever I had done. So now I got it. I had to readjust you, but we're good.
Great.
Oh god, that was just scary and not fun. Make sure you're on the right screen, Val. Holy crap. That's just what I get for trying to.
Are you plugged in, Vel? That's what I have to ask myself too. I plugged myself in today.
Yeah, well, everything's plugged in. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's plugged in. Anyways, as I was originally trying to just take all away her fancy stuff. God. It's like, why is everything gotta be so complicated? Okay, line art. My color is here. What else is going on? M134 Dragon, thank you for that follow. Hello, how are you? Let's see. Hard part is like, where do I start? I always start with the... Oops. New layer, there we go. I always start with the skin, so I'm like, I don't know. What am I doing?
Void loading.
Yeah.
Oh, is it working? Why is it not auto-refreshing?
Oh, I don't know. See,
there it
I fixed mine. Click studio mode. I swear that's the answer to everything. Studio mode. Oh, actually, you want to know something even worse? I've been trying to like fix my Photoshop like settings, the actual settings for everything.
Oh, really?
I swear to God, Elu, I'm telling you, I have been using the wrong like brush this whole time. Like, I thought I was using the right one because I always use just the basic soft or the basic hard round brush, right? Right? Easy peasy. No, I couldn't get my settings to work right, and I was struggling and being very unhappy. But after stream, it's the last stream that I streamed with this girl, when I pull down my settings, and I know you guys can't see it on screen, I'm sorry, but it goes soft round, hard round, soft round, pressure size, hard round, pressure size, soft round, pressure opacity, hard round, pressure opacity. Apparently I've been needing to use the pressure opacity because that's the setting that works. And it's been doing what I want it to do. I'm like, where did this setting come from and why is it there? But okay, I'll accept it.
This is very weird. Just does whatever it wants.
You know, if it were just tech problems with us, that would be one thing, but I feel like it's more than tech problems at this point. There are some really weird things that happen with us. It's just not
I
right.
agree. I think it's demons.
I was gonna say, this demon
And
gets into the computer, starts doing weird shit. Like, yep, we're gonna do this, and you guys are gonna just enjoy it. It's like, yeah, sure, thanks. Okay, I'm currently in Magic
that's a
Poser
good kind of.
trying to fix some stuff with a model because I'm
That
derpy and I need help.
I like using that thing, but I always end up making the girl from the ring. I don't know how to fix this. I'm just gonna start a new one now.
Yeah. Well, the hard part is for this particular pose with her having the hand under the I literally just took a picture of myself. So I'm over here like, now
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to put it in a program and it's just not the same.
Oh, that's cool. You've been radiant leading in remix at least 2 to 3 times a week. Holy crap. That's a lot of rating.
Ooh.
So you're having fun.
All right, light source. What can I do about a light source? This is a great question. Because I made the character, but I did not think about her environment at all. Just like, yeah, it's cool.
Oh, but she fills the whole screen, so I don't know that you need
Well, like she's just flat colors, but I had no actual idea for like actual putting like light in there, so I have no light source. I don't know how to color this without a light source. I need a light source first.
oh the light source.
Like, whoops. I may have accidentally screwed up a bit and not, thought my shit through. Typical, but it's fine. Well, okay, let's put it this way. It was a portrait. I'm like, okay, it's just a portrait. Woo, ooh, but I. Yeah, yeah. Just a portrait, but now I'm in the whole, now what? Beyond the portrait part. Well, I guess we could make it like a basic portrait, right? With this intense light, say what the hell ever. It's fine.
What are you enjoying the most in remix that you're playing? Well,
Me? I don't know. Like, I really like the Shadow Priest. That was a shocker. And then I think it was because I've been trying to do Shadow like for 10 years at this point, and I'm like, why the fuck?
yeah.
Ever since at Throne of Thunder was when it was actual content, was the best Shadow Priests ever were, and it was amazing. After that, they changed our talents, they changed everything. It was a whole different class, and I have been trying to learn to play it since, which is funny. Remix comes back and now I can magically play it. I don't understand. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't either, but I'm enjoying it. I don't question it too much.
I literally just used the basic like pre-build that it gave, and somehow some way it works for me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't really plan to do like I hadn't planned to do endgame in remix, so I don't really care. I don't think it's
Yeah,
as
no, I just
important
wanted to
like
level.
remix.
Oh, hi, KevTech. Okay. I have some idea of what I'm doing now. It's fine. Woo! Let's not fuck up the camera angle on the iPad, please. Okay. So is this an umbral piece you're working on?
Yes, this is actually I wanted to make like a comic book cover of like like
Oh,
because
perfect. Yeah.
part of the story is set on Argus, so it's like perfect background. And they're wearing their tier sets from the raid, which is awesome. But yeah, I've drawn this cloth set once, but it was like years ago. So it's very detailed, as is the paladin one, but I love the paladin one too because it has the wings. still trying to get the like priest from the Tomb of Sargeras outfit. That hood
Really?
is like a mythic hood is like really it never drops for me.
I swear. Okay, we will have to go and do it together at some point because I swear it shows up all the time, and I'm like, I literally got this first day it came out. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that to be like, yeah, Elu, I've got it and you don't, ha. But you know, like, so, like even when I run
Yeah.
it normally, it still just drops, and I'm like, okay, I see
Oh,
how
you
you
got
are.
it. It's McGonagall. How's it going?
Is McGonagall over there? Hi, McGonagall. McGonagall and I were actually talking about like, we're like, we have all these voidy characters. We need a void guild, just pure void, just because, just void.
Yes. Hey, Syrup. Thank you.
I kind of want to
Happy
call it
Monday,
that.
guys.
Just void, guys. Just void.
Just void. It's like
Just
in
void.
the group binder. Void.
I think it'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I think it would be fun. Like I'm mostly playing with and he's playing Arcane Mage.
Oh yeah.
But I think I want to level like either a red paladin, which is
Oh
bizarre,
yes. No, it's not. No, it's not. It would be so much fun. Trust me.
or
And actually,
or a priest. Because every time I see Shadow Priest, I get really excited.
like you don't have an. How many do you have? Like priests?
I mean, on remix,
I know, but how many priests do you have in general?
probably like four.
Oh, okay.
Five?
You're not as
Nothing
bad as me.
crazy.
I've got 7, so I'm just saying you can't
Actually, let's see.
possibly be that
Let's
bad.
see. And I have like another priest that I made during BFA when we thought we couldn't swap our
Oh.
what are they called? The thingies around. Like I am not grinding on 2 characters, but it's still 2 characters, so I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, but again, I did what 4 so far, 5 now. So I mean, I get it. I really do.
Yeah, it's fine though. It's really fun to
But
level a priest.
it makes sense for me though, because you know that most of my priests are Draenei. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a voidy one. So and that was the whole point of Void Mistress anyway. So I was like, okay, I need to finish this girl, like for reals.
Yeah. 25 months? That's insane. How are you doing, McGonagall? Are you
That
playing
does not
Remix?
sound insane. That sounds about right.
But I mean,
Just
we
saying.
went off on a tangent as usual. But I was gonna say that I am playing my Miss Weaver with M, but I would love to do like just mess around with like leveling some alts, playing and stuff. That might be fun too.
The only problem is I've only got like 12 days left of my sub. So
No.
yeah. So it's like if you
For
want it, we
Remix?
really yeah. Cuz I had
Do it this week.
leftovers like from the game I know words, I swear. The game tokens. So I was like, okay, I'm going to
Oh,
save
right,
it
right. Mhm.
for like coming back for, whenever I kind of figured I wasn't going to come back until the War Within, and then they came out with the remix thing, and I'm like, oh, I can go and get all the mounts that I didn't get, because like I still wanted the Shaw mount, and then they came out with the new Celestial one, and I'm like, well, I already have Elegon, so I gotta go back and get the others. So I had to come back for remix. It was
Yeah, we were
just
talking about
required.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I like Faded a little bit, but I've been just mostly doing like stuff with Oasis to help out
Mhm.
the last couple weeks, and that feels better than just trying to like. I think most people that play during the regular season that like push that stuff aren't really as around as they are during the regular season too, which makes it kind of hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna freak out about this. I just want to have fun. So, yeah, I haven't done as much Faded beyond what I did like early on and then now. Um, but I really am enjoying the new season of Diablo too. So
I still
it's
to
been a
this
good
point
time
haven't
to.
even purchased Diablo. I'm like, I'll get it someday. Yeah, this has been a while.
Yeah, yeah. It's just it's like a new season and they fixed a lot of the loot issues that people had been complaining about for a really long time, and it just feels like a better play play style. So between like this being a faded season where it's kind of chill and then remix being out and then that it's been kind of nice to bounce around and do a little bit of everything.
I feel like no matter what, it always takes a while for them to like get shit working, like properly. But it's kind of
Sure.
the same with like doing the remix. Like I was worried about the remix. I was like, hey, are they gonna like make it like it was before? Because let's be honest, like like how what was it? I ran across
But you
something where it
remember when
said
it was
you
live.
can. Yes, but I ran across something where it said you can now fly at level 40 in retail. And I'm like, excuse me? You didn't do that for us. Like, I don't think so. So I'm over here like thinking that remix is going to be just like how it was, and it ended up being like a million times cooler and more fun, mixing the class stuff and that sort of thing. So that's kind of what got me like really happy about it and being like, okay, yeah, I'm going to sit here and play remix. Ooh,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, the new Diablo season is really good. I love Diablo. So I mean if you haven't played it before, I couldn't really
I
recommend.
started playing in D3. So I know nothing about it otherwise, but yeah. So I got like the Tyrael mount from back in the day for doing the whole 1 year of WoW sub and blah blah
Mm,
blah. So um,
nice.
but yeah, I even played the beta I think for D3 before it came out, and again I know nothing about Diablo, but it was really just so much fun. So like I like Diablo, and I think I played a little bit of the beta like that one weekend that they had where it was free and for the D4, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it
Oh
a shot.
yeah.
And yeah, it seems very awesome. And I'm like, well, that sucks though, because here I am, I can't play, I've don't have the money for it. So
Right.
like, yeah, it's
It's
fine,
a
guys.
totally different game though. Like, I
It
mean, I was
is, it
laughing
is.
about it last night because we finally got to like Em plays well the time, so he has like 10 ults.
Oh
But
my
mine
god.
has been like on, whenever I can get to it in the evenings, and I'm like close to level 70, and I'm just laughing about how much time we spend just looking at gear and stats and like tempering
Yeah,
now and
it's
like
ridiculous.
enchanting, and I'm just like this is actually the game other than just like pew pew, right?
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's just like a little bit.
Sitting in town being like, okay, what's a better statistic? It's fine, God.
Yeah, like full on discussions about like
What gear is
what
the
you
best?
know
Why? And
based on your
yeah.
build, and like looking at like I had never gotten past like 50 the last four seasons just because I haven't
Oh,
played it like very beyond casual, like
yeah.
this expansion, I don't know what to call it.
This this version,
um
it's fine. It's fine.
but like yeah, I unlocked the Paragon board, and that is crazy too. It's like a whole mini game. It's really cool.
That is
But it's
awesome
like,
though.
all your Paragon points become like this Paragon in D3 was fun, but this is like next level shit.
Like, oh, that was cute. This is the real deal.
Yeah. I do miss the visual style of D3 though. I will say it was my
I
first
did
Diablo
like it.
2.
I really enjoy like how realistic it looks in 4, but 3 was my favorite.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah, this looked really good. It still looked really evil
yeah.
and gross and
And
creepy, but
gross.
like well, you'd see like just like
Yeah, I
when
know.
enemies like
But it
bark
just
their shit at you.
oh my god, I can't.
Well, today, welcome, welcome. But yeah, like oh, it was fun. I didn't know what I was doing at all. It's really fun to like play now though and be like, oh, okay, I kind of get what this is like. I've been
Like
playing
I
WoW for a
kind of
long
know what
time
I'm
now
doing.
too, so like I'm gaming.
Well, I still
I'm getting it.
giggle. I just can't believe you only came in Legion because I'm like, how? I feel like you've
Mm,
played it your whole life. Like, don't.
it feels like it, yeah.
Oh man. And
Oh, thank
especially
you.
when I realized that like it came out in 2004 and I'm like, yeah, and I didn't even play for like the first few years. Like I did, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it until Wrath. So I'm like, This is just weird things, weird things. Not important, but weird. Oops, oops, new
Oh yeah.
layer.
Yep, we're doing a co-stream, just hanging out,
Actually, I'm gonna be nosy
talking
because I
about
want to
nerd stuff.
see. I want to see what yours looks like.
Hey Jam, how's it going?
Twitch.elu. Let me see. I just want to see what your stream looks like. Oh man, looks like chaos. It's perfect.
I know. Sorry for the chaos. This is I have no words. Just enjoy it or I'm very sorry. Either way or both.
Oh, no, I really do like it though, because I was just like, when you were asking for my picture, I'm like, I wonder what she's gonna do. Well, there you go. That's what she did.
Yep,
I'm just very curious, but it does look good.
You're doing R2 Jam? Cool. Awesome.
Do 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 do.
This is it's definitely WoW art day as it usually seems to be, or at least fantasy.
Oh, hello, Hut Armories. How you doing? New chatter, folks. New chatter. Again, as Elu just said, we are currently on a dual stream. I am currently the person on the left. Elu is the void on the right. She's working on her graphic novel, and I am working on a portrait that I just randomly came up with a while ago, and I'd like to finish it.
I love that set though. That was the first set that I wanted to get in Remix. The one
Oh,
that
seriously?
you're
Yeah.
drawing.
I've wanted it since it first came out, but I never played Clothies that much. Again, they screwed up my Shadow Priest, and I was like, yeah, that's great and all, but so I was more Paladin at that point already. So I'm like, no. But now I can have it. It's totally fine. They didn't entirely ruin my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I don't know, like the mogs and stuff that you can get in Remix are really interesting. They're so unique though. Like
They
I
are
don't
really
know
good.
that it's totally my vibe, but I like collecting stuff.
Well, I mean, you never know when you're gonna use it, and
Yeah.
it was kind of like with this portrait. I was just kind of like, yeah, I can really use any like, this thing about WoW art in general. I can literally use whatever transmog I would like to just put on a character. You can just look it up in Wowhead, get the 3D model for it essentially, and it's like the coolest thing ever. But it's like, yeah, but what do I want to do though? That's the question. But this one was challenging. So I don't know if you saw the stream for it, but like just figuring out like how to do this headpiece, like my brain could not figure out the other half of the hood. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like what's the opposite of this? I can't figure it out. And then it was so funny. Rewatching it, I'm looking at myself like, why did that take so long to figure out? I don't know, but I figured it out. It's fine. In the end, I figured it out before the end of stream. That's all that counts. Like, I don't feel as dumb.
It's hard sometimes. Like a lot of the like mogs and stuff, like how does this work like physics wise? I don't really get it.
Doing well. Browsing Twitch and building? What are you building? Both of these are looking awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we like to play WoW and we love art, so which is so funny. Most people think I met you on WoW, and I'm like, no, not even close.
No, that's weird. Yeah.
I still find it funny. I love it. The best story ever. I'm not gonna repeat it though, because like I've told it a million times.
Oh.
Everybody knows. Like, yeah. Just random chick on, Patreon, like, why aren't you doing this? You should be doing this. Which is like the most controversial thing to say to somebody too. Like that's really what you want to hear,
Especially because I streamed before and I was like kind of thinking about it again, and so if someone's like telling you to basically do what you've been kind of thinking about doing,
it's kind of a sign, yeah.
Like maybe I should.
I just didn't want it to seem like I'm like, yeah, you should do this. Like, no, I was like, no, really, you should do this. You're good.
Hey, if you're telling me you like me, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's so weird to draw. Like this is my main character, but she's a void elf in the game. But of course, she's not Stark Void, so that's how we're drawing her right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm building a set of armor, like cosplay armor, like for realsies.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So a lot of people are starting to use like 3D printing now for that, and I'm like, oh, that would be so much fun. Like, I want to build me every Star Wars helmet available, and but I would need a space to put them. I would need to hold my collection somewhere.
Just put it in your dad's room.
Elu, have you seen my mountain vlogs? Do you know what my life looks like right
now? No, but it's funny to hear your reaction to the suggestion.
Jam, I'm building a robot suit. Oh my goodness. Good luck with that.
You built it, right?
I'm gonna hit that metal with that hammer till it look pretty. Oh, I swear to God, if you're doing like legitimate blacksmithing, oh my God, that's serious next level if you were. But regardless, even if you weren't, it's still pretty cool. That's awesome. May I ask what kind of armor? You say hut armor, so I'm going to assume it's very Star Wars-y. Please tell me it's a Mando suit.
Mando suit.
I love.
I was gonna lose her shit in 5 seconds.
She's like, I'm waiting for it. Here we go. Begin the countdown. we said the how would you put it, say not forbidden, but we're in the forbidden zone. She said Star Wars.
Gonna go in that direction, I guess.
I don't know. With you, it could go any way. Sometimes you're like very proud and impressed with me, and other times you're like sussing me, like, okay, I'm judging right now, like hardcore.
No, I'm just like,
yeah,
what is going on over here? Belle's on her own, like,
journey.
What quest are you on?
It's a side quest. We'll get to the main quest later.
She's never coming back then.
Oh my God. Yep, all steel. Oh my God, that's so cool. But a cosplay, just a steel cosplay. Nah, my real surname is Hut. I'm currently building Nemesis from Hades 2. Ooh, fancy. I don't know anything about Hades, but I know a lot of people have been playing Hades 2. And I'm slowly seeing some characters. I don't know, is it the new character? You tell me. Like, you might know more than me, Elu. Shit.
I just really love the visuals for Hades. I don't personally play Hades, but I'm playing a lot of Hades.
I've been watching people play it, and it is interesting. I'm like, I don't know if I could play it, but it really does look cool.
I don't think I'm that kind of gamer, but I want to. It looks really fun.
Well, because I'm thinking, like, it's very Diablo style, right? So, like, I feel it's doable, but I just don't know if I could handle... Like, they get so many abilities, you know? I'm like, okay, WoW, let's talk about it. WoW has so many fucking abilities. Like, when your bars start to fill up, you're like, oh, wow, this is a little much. But, like, Hades does make me question it.
Playing Paladin. What do you have here?
It's like, what's even going on? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I have 10 choices here. Make the right decision or everyone dies.
Well, there was one stream where this girl was letting everyone in chat decide, like, what abilities she would take. I'm like, oh, you go and die. Like, that's a smart idea. Yeah, you go and die.
Good. I like that, actually.
Good. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's literally like being in WoW and being like, okay, guys, pick my talent tree. Oh, God.
Well, don't make me, like, raid with it. I don't know what would
yeah, no. Like, you'd have to play with the damn thing. That would be the point. It's like, nah. At least for me, I'm not cool with that. Like, that's a cute idea. You're cute. That's what we're gonna call it. But nah. Like, would it be terrible? Not really, but kind of. I mean, let's put it this way. Like, Elu, there's a reason yours says, oh, you know, pick a pet name. Yeah, pet name. That's doable. That's acceptable outcomes, okay? And people choose the weirdest shit.
Sometimes I open my pet journal and I'm just like, what happened in here?
Mm-hmm.
Something very weird happened in here. I like it, but sometimes I just forget. Why do I have like 10 animals named Gazlo?
Gazlo. Yep, I was gonna say I know it already. Gazlo.
Everyone, everyone lost their shit one day. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Hut.
Yeah, I'm living vicariously through your conversation with Belle. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure,
welcome.
for sure. But I promise you, yeah, no, Elu is an amazing artist, and I talked her into streaming the second time, and
True.
I talked her into making her own graphic novel. So anything she's doing currently
That's
that's amazing,
true.
you're welcome.
Be my manager.
I know.
Someday I'll pay you.
I don't know if I could handle that though.
Please. All you have to do, the majority of the work, is just telling me that I'm not going to die because my mic doesn't work today.
Oh my god. So the hard part
Yeah.
though is like I haven't even started my novel stuff, and you're over here actually starting it and doing it, and I'm like watching to see like what you're doing, and I'm like, wow, that's so different. Like it's so
Oh,
brilliant, but it's like, oh my god, it just makes me sit here and think that I'm just so behind. But
so sweet.
yeah. I will admit though, guys, both chats, just so you know, yes, I will actually be doing my novel stuff eventually. We got my Cintiq up and running. This is like the second week that I've had it here, like, so you can clearly see I'm doing very well and making great progress, making beautiful art. So clearly we'll get there pretty quick, I hope. I don't know. I'm hoping by the end of this year I want to start. Okay, that's a 6 month gap of maybe and good luck. So I don't know for sure, but I'm trying. I mean,
It
I was
gets
supposed to
done.
start shit. I was supposed to start this year, Elu. Oh my god, and it's already the 6th month, and I haven't done a single thing on my novel. It's terrible. Just shoot
I
me.
mean, you've had a lot of stuff happen too, but yeah. No, at
Okay,
least
fair,
personally, like,
fair.
there's just, yeah, if I don't make a list or like some people make resolutions like every year, I just make like project lists.
You know, my project lists are essentially a resolution, and I'm failing.
True. I
I
mean,
just
I don't
can't
know.
get with it. I don't know.
Part of the like appeal, right?
Maybe I don't know. I just appreciate all of you guys who have been here with me through all of my shit, through all the years, just waiting for me to finally do it. So, you know, I appreciate you all.
Yeah, absolutely, Jam. I think it's fun to like watch people do their own stuff too. Like Belle got to see me start doing that, but I'm seeing
And
Jam
that's what
do
I
stuff too.
mean. It's like, okay, you're starting and like you just started. I've been working on this for 10 fucking years. But to be fair, you're just writing the story and going with it. I have had my story written, so I mean, the hard part I suppose is done. It's just a matter of getting around to doing all the arty bits, which let's be honest is the hardest part in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, everyone does it
That was the
differently. Like
that's the
felt
reason I even started doing digital art, right? Was for this damn novel.
really
Yes, yes,
know that.
yes. I'm like, I need a Cintiq. I need to learn to do digital art. I've been a traditional artist for years, guys. I started digital art with the intention of doing my damn novel.
Hey, if you want to do it yourself, there's no better way than to just do it.
Literally.
Yeah, I think everyone's process is a little different for creating that stuff. Like I felt it was much more helpful to just write everything out,
Mm-hmm.
um, and kind of build the visuals from there. But I'm sure there's tons of different ways. Like I just got a book on um comics and stuff. It's a pretty famous one. I forget the name of it. I'll link it later in Discord. But
Ooh,
um
fancy.
yeah, I like reading books on how to do things. I was reading, I'm in the process of finishing it up, but I'm reading a book on screenwriting, which is so random, but it's kind of
Random, but that's
related.
actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
been
kind
super
of
helpful.
yeah, I'll say it's kind of helpful though because you will use some of those bits in your
Hmm.
writing, like it's literally the same thing.
Yeah, I mean a lot of it is like, how do you like construct a scene and like what's the goal of the scene and like how do you think about writing it and what your characters say and the theory behind all of that, which is super interesting to me. I know it's not interesting to everyone. It's just,
No, but it is
you know,
very, very
for
interesting.
your own projects, like working on stuff that you think is really cool and um, you're learning stuff like, what do you want to learn
Hmm.
doing it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Which is
gonna
how I
say
thought
too.
about
It's
it.
kind of that whole, just I want to learn how to do this. Where do I begin?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably like YouTube video. I started looking for YouTube videos on like people that talk about writing, but I feel like reading books has always been like my go-to. So it just felt more natural. Like I'm just gonna go read a book on this. But it's like, it takes like what, 20 hours to read a book. I don't know. Depending on the book.
Yeah, but I think it works really well though. Like I never thought to do screenwriting. I always thought about like storyboards. I'm like, how am I gonna build a story and know what's the best scene to use? That sort of thing.
Yeah, so like the process that I'm eventually getting to is I'm writing all these scenes. I'm writing all the story as if it's like a novel. So it's kind of written like you would a book. But then I'm
Yes.
taking that and making it into a script. But the reason I'm writing it like a novel is because I have a chance to kind of write the visuals, like explain how I want things to look, or like the way people are interacting and stuff like that. It's kind of like pre-planning that, but at the same time, I still have to go through the process and make the script and then do like panel layouts and stuff. It seemed to make sense to me at the time. Maybe it's the hard way, but
I don't
we all
know. I
have
feel
our.
like it's an easy way compared to what I've been doing, so I don't know about that.
Well, what are you just making?
Well, so everyone thinks, like graphic novel. Okay, so they're not thinking of building a book, essentially. But that's how I started. Oh, Armory's no worried. I needed more people, creative people to raid. Okay, cool. But yeah, the process for me, I'm like, okay, I do want to write a book, like a written out literary novel, but, and here's like the but part of it, but um, I've been writing for so long that like what you learn in school as politically correct English versus like again with the commas and the other things where it's like okay you're not writing how you
oh, Belle and
speak.
her commas. Like
You're not writing how you speak, and it's very difficult for me because I get chewed out all the time for that. Especially when I'm like
I
trying to
know.
send stuff to my mom to be like, "Hey, mom, what do you think of this?" And my mom's an English teacher. Well, she's a teacher in general, guys, but mostly she was an English teacher. So trust me when I mean like I do get chewed out for all my mistakes. I'm like, okay, I got it, ma. It's
Yeah.
not terrible. Little scary,
I had
maybe.
having Phil read it and go, I know you don't want to hear this, but commas. Like
Well,
I know I
only
write
only
so many
because you
run-on
said
sentences to
don't
yourself.
correct me. It was pretty much like don't correct me. I know, but do this and I'm like I can't. I got to be like, "Elu, I got to correct you right now."
You got to learn the lesson right now.
It's okay. Just wait. She's going to get me back, you guys. Because then one day I'm going to start my stuff and she's going to be like, "Oh, hey, Val, excuse me, but did you know you're messing up right here?" Fuck.
Your commas look like Garbo.
That is when the apprentice has become the master and I'm fucked.
No, I seriously just do not care about commas, and it probably kills you inside a little
Well,
bit. But
I know exactly how you speak. So every time there's a comma, I'm like, oh, she's breathing. Right here, she's breathing. She's taking a breath. She's breathing. It's
I
fine.
took a moment to breathe. Be happy for me.
It's just the most hilarious thing. Like
Oh yeah,
it's not
it's just run
for.
on sentence like
Oh, of
city
course. Oh
all
god,
the
don't even
way.
talk to me about run-on senses. Oh my god, that's even worse. Oh my
But
god.
I don't know why I'm
It's
really bad
almost
at
like a
picking
game, you
colors
guys.
for
She's just
anime.
like, how can I bug Vel? Let me send this to Vel. Hey, Vel, read this.
I know. I had a couple people read like the first act, which is what you ended up reading, Vel,
Mhm.
and a couple people I know are like writers, and I was like, I feel so bad because I know they're thinking about punctuation and all that. I'm like, it's not. This is not where I'm at right now. So please don't. Even though I know it probably hurt.
Yeah, but that was the whole point though, because it's like, oh my god, I'm just so proud of you for diving in and just taking it because it's like you have no reason to like. Oh, I'm sorry. This is like super off screen, guys. I'm like drawing and it's like on the very edge. My jam speak must make your brain hurt. Yeah, it does, but I'm also like I understand that it's a character and I'm okay with it. Or else clearly I would not have stayed in jam streams. Clearly.
What to do with his hair?
Oh man. But yeah, I
Oh,
I mean I
it's
take it
sad.
like like it's not necessary, but at the same time it's just kind of like okay. I find it more how would I put it? I'm more grateful that it's like, okay, at least I have a friend who I can like laugh with about this stuff because it's really not that important, but at the same time, like
Yeah,
without
I mean, this
Elu,
isn't.
I wouldn't have learned like a lot of art lessons even. So like this is
Life
great that I could
lesson.
even give you other suggestions. You know, like I can't tell Elu how to art. She arts better than me, but
All art in our own way.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I ask you those things too. Like, Vel, you know, you've been doing this for a minute. Help me. I'm gonna die. Not by death by commas, even though that's what you think I'm going to die from.
No, just death from I don't know. There's just so many things in my brain. What do I do? Well, did you write it
I
down?
know. I know. It's that need to like do everything like the moment you start writing for it to come out perfectly and organized the first time versus like what has actually been really fun, which is I wrote that like that was probably like the third or the fourth draft of
Oh, sure.
the
Yeah.
whole
No.
entire first act that you guys saw, but and then taking that and turning it into what I'm doing now, which is I'm refining each scene, and then like that's going to be what gets turned into the script. And that has been so much fun, even though like it's really scary to just be like, well, I can write this thing, but then I have so much more work to do still. But I'm actually really enjoying that. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean, it is enjoyable. That's the whole point. So, I mean,
Yeah,
hey.
I agree. Yeah, it's been a surprising experience, I guess I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the things that seem really overwhelming about it are actually not that bad. It just takes time. But I wanna read your
Huh?
or do I?
What thing?
Your brain dump for your story.
Oh, like my obsidian thing.
Yeah.
Um. Well, the thing with obsidian is like because you can zoom in and out, and it's all like one big canvas. Let me see. Let me open it up.
Oh no, your story.
Oh, the story. Well, I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
actually working on it. Um,
Oh, nice.
yeah, like I said, most of the writing is done, and that's fine. But there are things that I want to change, places, names, etc. Only because, like, I've had it for a while, and it's fine. But I also made my story based on like Lord of the Rings and WoW and all these other things. So and it is very
Oh,
obvious.
okay.
So it's kind of like, okay, I can at least spend the time now. Like back then it was just role play. Role play is role play. It's trash. It's junk that I'm going to throw away essentially. Right? Like nobody keeps that shit. So for me it was kind of this okay, it's a brain dump of ideas, but of course they're not original. But even if I wanted to create something that was similar, I should at least put in the effort to make it different. You know what I mean? So I'm still working on
Yeah.
that variation part of it.
That's been like I think about that a lot too because I'm like if I had to like make a lot of it is
Like,
just
you're
like
basing
extending
everything
lore,
on WoW,
but
and that's
yeah,
so great and easy because you're
yeah.
like, no, I'm straight up saying this is a WoW character, blah blah blah. But like for me, I'm like,
Mhm.
no, I'm trying to make this appear as my own world. I gotta really fucking, I gotta really try.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think about that in terms of like this would be so much more of a challenge because it doesn't feel quite like a I guess an insurmountable challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not making my own world, which is
Yeah,
huge. I
yeah,
maybe
yeah. That's
someday.
that's a hard bit, I will admit. I
Yeah. So what you're doing is totally different. Jesus Christ.
But like even with like how I got Jam to get the audiobook for Illidan, it was
Get
like
kicked back for that because I got that too.
yeah, because it's like, but honestly, you're making a WoW story that is one of the best WoW stories I've ever read. So it's kind of like, at least you have something direct to pull from. Whereas I'm over here like, yeah, it's totally fine, guys, and just I gotta make everything myself. It's fine. Excuse me.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good.
We'll do it. This is a different process, I'm sure, to some degree.
I suppose. I still
Yeah,
got 3 hours to go.
a
For
lot of my
Jam.
process is like reading so much WoW Wikipedia and like Chronicle that it's just like unreal. It's really interesting,
That
but there's
too.
just so much. Especially since I haven't been playing since day one, it just feels really overwhelming sometimes.
But like, you're so into lore though that it works. Like I'm over here like again, I don't read the lore. I'm just like, okay, quest, done. Click, yes, accept. Let's go. I'm the adventurer. I'm ready to adventure, but like, yeah, you can't get me to stop and actually read unless I've done it a million times and I'm like, okay, I should take a look at this. But sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. So that's the
Yeah.
key. How to get Vel to stop and read. Yeah, that's trust me.
Yeah. Well, I will also say that I don't know. I know like some people who are really into lore that I can like talk with about it, but I just realized going into this project, I'm like, I need like friends that are really deep into
Really
like
into it,
Blood
yeah.
Elf lore or like Dark Spear lore or something like that, which is
At least you're
we'll
actually
just go
playing the
find
game.
someone.
Like, I will say, if you weren't playing the game and you were trying to do this, it'd be hilarious. Be like, why? You're not even playing the game. But you are, so. I mean, you
That's true.
can
I could
literally
probably
pick
go
all your
find
shit.
people.
Well, you can just, like, literally pick up all your shit, go, I'm going to Eversong Woods today, and, like, just chill out there.
Pick up all my
It's
shit.
fine. Yeah, just pick up all your shit.
I will tell you how many times I've gone to Dalaran in the last like
Uh huh.
year.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks very gray.
How
That's
did I
fine.
do
We'll fix
this?
it.
I don't know.
You're also live deciding what shade of green Talon's eyes are.
No, that's what do you think I'm doing right now? I'm like trying to decide how I'm doing my voidy tendrils. I'm like, how do I do Elus? I did Elus once upon a time, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck I did. I really don't know. I'm sort of figuring what the hell I did. Oh, that might work a little. And I did your
like,
stylized. I'm not stylizing this. I'm trying to like half style, but like actually
ooh,
render. So
that's
yeah,
a good.
good luck
That's
to
a
me.
good challenge. I always enjoy that. Good luck with not over rendering. I know you can do it. I have a hard time
Well,
not over
I
rendering.
used to be so realistic. That's all I did, and then I got my iPad, and I've been using that for 3 years. So now everything is like style, and my brain. Like, that's the biggest fight I've been having. Again, that was why doing this hood was so hard, because I'm like, I need actual proportions and actual perspective. What the fuck is this? Like, yeah, I went to school for that, not.
Do you need Blood Elf lore, Syrian? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I would say oh man, you just read like you're trying to find a place for your blood elf to have lived and grown up and you're like,
Yeah,
but
you're like,
scourge
fuck.
fucking everywhere. How is this happening? I can't make this happen.
Like, wasn't there a street here? I don't know.
Was there a street here and now there's like undead and like gnolls or whatever the hell is in Ghostlands? Half the little cute encampments.
Oh yeah, I think they are gnolls actually. Good job. I would never remembered to save my life.
It's probably not, but it's fine. You guys know what I mean.
I would have been like, okay, let me hold on, let me log in. I gotta go look.
Hold on, we gotta go find it.
I have to admit though, that would probably be the most fun. Where it's like, hey, Vel, you want to play WoW? Yeah, sure. What are we doing? I need you to come with me because I got to go to Ghostlands. I need questions answered. Okay, let's go. Bring bring the new beach chair.
Yes.
I got the bathing suit. That's all I could afford. But yeah, the blue bathing suit, the top and the bottom, that was it. But yeah,
Love it.
we should go
So
and
good.
hang out.
Yes, I do need some Stranglethorn Vale pictures. So,
Ooh.
or some beach somewhere. I just always think of Stranglethorn Vale.
I mean, totally works, especially since we'd be close enough to Booty Bay.
For the booty.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, maybe we should do that. Like, have a day where we post,
Yeah.
like, through Discord or wherever and be like, hey guys, we're doing a WoW meetup and we're gonna sit and just, like, chat and hang out. And who knows, maybe it'll be in the story someday.
Yeah. No booty bay yet, but a lot of it is not beach related, but I mean, Valorant or
I'll say
the Broken
plus,
Isles have beaches.
where's that, is it, I know the name, give me a second, in Ajara, the, like, is it Gazlo's, like, pool or some shit? Something.
Pool?
Yeah, where he has his pool. Have you never hung out there?
No. Maybe I have and I just don't
Elu!
remember it.
Oh my god! The pleasure thank you! Jam, can you find her a
Oh,
screenshot?
yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you've
In Ashara?
never... Yeah! It's right above fucking Orgrimmar. Well, okay, let's be fair. I've been Horde longer than I've been Alliance. But I'm getting pretty close to being even at this point. I've been Alliance so many years.
God. Yes, I mean, there's a whole quest line that goes there.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
would
I
be
don't know
very sad if I
specifically,
never
but...
went.
I don't know, Elu. I just have to make sure. It's like I've all of my role playing was on MySpace. I've never role played in game, but I mean, doesn't mean I haven't gone on like Moonguard and saw to see what people be doing all over the place. Goldshire being the worst. Roleplay tour. Oh my god. Well, I just mean though, like, not as role playing, but just as going and hanging out there to the point where, like, we could all sit and talk about, like, our stories or whatever, and then, yeah, it'd be hilarious for some of you that do write stories for you to put them in your writing. That's what I mean.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Like, you guys could put it in there. I would have to modify it and be like, put it in a whole nother scenario, like location and other various things to make it work correctly in my story.
Just succumb to the WoW lore.
I'm getting there, that's for sure. Oops. This is not what I'm looking for. That color. Thank you. to Vivid. Woo. Whoa, okay, that gets a lot brighter the more you go over it. Okay, I got it. How do we do this in like the most vivid kind of purple?
The strip, the area, and build the pleasure palace was so goblin.
What's so goblin? What?
The pleasure palace?
Yeah. I mean, it is goblin. Why? I'm so confused over here. Oh, the storyline. Okay. I could roll with that.
Yeah.
Everything must go. Like, really? Yes! A new person is moving in. I don't know. Something. A new, what is it? Landlord. Blah, 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 blah.
It happened.
Oh, yeah. I definitely believe it. Excuse me, you were supposed to be going down in percentage. Thank y'all. Better.
Yeah, but if your sub runs out pretty soon, we could probably do this week or next week if you want. That'd be fun.
Let me look at the exact bit here. BattleNet. Oh, I have to click WoW. 12 days. Okay. So let's see. I have until the 14th. But yeah. I will warn everybody, weekends probably not great for me. This weekend was like the only weekend because Dad's not here, but every time Dad's here, we're constantly doing and building stuff, so it's gotta be during a weekday. Fridays are acceptable.
What did you guys build this weekend?
Nothing this weekend. He wasn't here.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I had that free time. I was lucky, but yeah. Unfortunately, now I have to fill that time.
In here for some remix. I don't know what he's up to. But he was playing classic for a bit, but you guys are so hard to get a hold of sometimes.
Who?
You and Midnight.
Me and Midnight? I'm easy. All you have to do is message me on Discord and be like, "Hey, Vel," and I'm like, "Yes, Elu, I'm here for you."
I'm gonna summon them in here by talking about them. But yeah, I think that would be fun. I'll see if I can message them and see what they're up to.
We're just gonna copy and cut here because screw that. Screw that.
You have so many epic powers on Remix. Yeah, Jam was talking about how he gets to live out his fantasy for Jam.
Yeah, seriously.
Pretty cool.
That was the thing about Remix that really got me. Once I realized you could use other class abilities, I was like, "Oh, we need a lot of this." Yeah. It's a shame we can't take that to retail because that's great. Whoops. Look, that's a part of that. My bad. This is a solid layer, Vel. You should not fuck that up. I got it. Jam, I'm level 45 now. Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to play with Jam, but for whatever reason.
Jam decided you were chop liver.
apparently. Because I came back one day and he's like, oh yeah, I'm already this level. I'm like, oh, I was still waiting for you at the starting zone. It's fine. Okay. I guess I have to catch up. I have yet to the catch up, but I will get there eventually, I swear. I lost track. Yeah, it's okay. It just cracks me up because I'm like, I'm trying to keep track of my shit too. There we go. Fill that space with another tentacle. Makes that way easier.
Fill it with tentacles.
Yeah, it was kind of a void space, and I was gonna make it dark, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna put a tentacle in here.
This.
The void tendrils are the best, so let's be honest.
Be honest. Cannot lie to me.
I never lie to you. That's the part that I think is so shocking, because you're always like, oh my god, why are you so honest? It's like, Vel's not afraid to say anything.
Don't be honest with me.
It's like, well, don't ask me a question if you don't want me to answer it. Good. Oh, god damn it. I need Elu. I have to open her and get her up here, because I'm like looking at it on my iPad, and I'm like, I cannot fucking color pick just by looking at it. I've gotten pretty close, but I need the real Elu.
The real Elu.
I need the real Elu.
Who is it?
Don't even need the big one. Elu.
The Real Housewives of Silverman.
The real Elu. Okay. Because I'm
survival
lucky.
Hunter with tons of powers. I heal random allies as I DPS, and I can shapeshift in unwieldable paraform.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that.
See, my problem is, well, not really a problem. I suppose it's my savior that I did Elu in both regular and shadow form. So now I need the shadow form colors. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I don't know. I still have to decide exactly where and how we're doing it here. Let's do it up here. Oops, sorry guys. I'm trying to keep all this centered, I swear, so everybody could see what I'm doing.
Sorry. I need my own like reference sheet for my own character. At least like a color picker.
Yeah. It's like, it's not as easy as it looks to just remember it. God. Remembering, how funny. We can't handle it, guys. We need help. Oops.
Okay to ask for help. I do it a lot.
That's when you go, hello, I ask myself for help all the time. Brain, do you remember? I don't remember. I've barely been playing it. Poor Jam.
Oh.
Actually, I was playing with Faye yesterday, and I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I just haven't been getting enough sleep or something, but I was like nauseous all of the sudden as we're trying to like, yeah. And I'm like, Faye, I hate to do this to you, but like, I gotta go like now. I gotta go lay down. I don't feel good. So I think I've been playing a little too much and not getting enough sleep, so it's kind of a mix at this point.
What's he playing?
He leveled a demon hunter, and then he's now working on a hunter. I made a hunter, but I don't know if I'm gonna play her. I just don't have enough time left, so.
So would we be leveling from like 1 or?
Oh no, I meant like legitimately going into retail and just going and hanging out in a spot with our normal characters.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like playing, but like just being on. Like being on in game, like enjoying the aesthetic, but like, you know, just talking about like our stories and what we want to do with them or something, you know, like an actual hangout, but like since we're all, you know, a million miles away, we can't really hang out with each other.
Right.
Just a fun idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I like did a lore crawl for like my horde characters, but I need to do them. It's like all the locations so far from the story.
Oh, okay. So I remember that you were doing it, but I don't remember exactly what it was or how it worked. I was just like, that's cool. I just dismissed it, you know. Just
yeah,
like,
I mean, I definitely think like the more people like read of it and stuff, like it might be interesting to do it again. Know what they're getting into.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't understand it, but, you know, I was just proud that I'm like, okay, Elu's doing shit, woo!
Thank you. It means a lot that you're proud.
Yes! Because I was just like, I'd love to be able to mix and match and do stuff in, like, in-game with stories, and I'm like, I just don't have time, but, you know. At this point, I'm like, well, I have a little bit of time, does that count? Ooh.
By a white color. Any sense? Obviously.
Elu, goddammit, you're making me press wrong buttons. What did I just do? I switched my thing to the actual thing. Damn it, Elu!
Yes.
So when I'm trying to control Alt Z, like sometimes I'll press FNX and my spacebar, and it's so weird. And I don't know where the combo is in that, but somewhere in that combination, it changes my, like, how do I put it? Like, you know how you have your little swatches and you can change colors back and forth? It switches them, so you were...
Oh, no.
You were doing your thing, and I pressed the wrong button, and it switched my swatch, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You're dangerous, Elu. Stop it.
I have installed malware on your computer. Very sorry.
We psychically attack each other's computers. It's fine. And put shit in there and make her think it's demons.
Psychic damage. Makes sense. Okay. Normal.
Completely. How else would it work? I'm not driving all the way up there just to fuck with your computer.
I don't know. I saw a Jeep the other day and I was like, it could be you.
That was it. It was it. Jurassic Park Jeep.
Oh, sadly. That is probably the coolest thing ever.
I know. I was going to say, I'm way cooler than everybody else. It's so bad. Okay, so Jeep driving people have this thing where they're like, They want to wave at you. Okay, now here's the thing. People do this shit around here too, because they think, oh, like they're low mountain people, okay, and they think they're so cool, and they're like waving to each other like we know each other. I'm like, I don't know you, so
Just invited them over.
like no, like they'll drive just random, like I'll be driving to the store or something, they wave, and I think one time Dad asked me, he was like, why aren't you waving? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm driving, so I'm looking at where I'm fucking going, unlike these assholes. Second, why the fuck would I, wave to someone I don't know? Like, yeah, I don't know you. Do you know me? I don't know you. So he was just kind of like cracking up at it. And then, like, I've noticed it in like the big town now when I go to the big town, like there'll be a Jeep passing by the opposite way. And mind you, okay, this is California. People love Jeeps. They love all-terrain stuff. They love going out and going places and doing stuff. So there's a lot of Jeeps. Like, it's one of the main, like, how would I put it? It's one of the main choices in vehicle for recreation. How about that? Yeah, recreation. So there's just a lot of people who have them. And these people drive by and they're like waving, like not like waving, but like, that whole like, oh, I'm cool, I've got my hand on the top of the wheel, but then I'm gonna lift some fingers to wave kind of thing. Like it's a whole thing. They think they're cool, and I'm over here like, I'm far superior. For one, I'm driving like a normal person and not crashing. Second, y'all have these regular ass Jeeps. They're not even decked out. Like, if someone had decked one out, like, the only other time I see another Jeep decked out, it's like a girl's, and they've got like the little Hawaiian hibiscus like stickers on the back, and they've got their wheel covered with the same like Hawaiian shit. Totally fine, totally acceptable. But you notice the women don't wave to each other. We're busy going on our merry way somewhere. So I don't know what the fuck these men are doing, but they think it's some like cool club that we're all in now, and we want to wave, and I'm over here like, please no. I just ignore them, and I'm like, yeah, no.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, and I'm way cooler than you. I'm far superior. Let's just not. Thank you. Like, you have a plain-ass old Jeep. You don't even have any motorcycles or quads on the back. You don't even have anything for recreation. You're a recreational faker. That's what you are.
Damn.
Yeah.
Better rethink your
I said it.
strategy, I guess.
I don't know. I just think it's very, very weird and awkward when people do that. It's like, okay, I don't know you. We're not in some, like, fancy club. And even if we were, I respect you for your Jeep, but I don't respect you because you didn't decorate it.
Oh, thanks for the stretch, Jade. I definitely need to
Bella's like, get wrecked. Yeah, a little bit. Now, I mean, if you have just a normal, regular car and you don't deck it out, understandable. You are a hard-working professional. You ain't got time for that shit. I got it.
Has bad manners. Baby.
There's a dude near me who's got an Umbrella Corp Jeep from Resident Evil. Yes, I've seen some of those too.
Cool.
That is badass. Much, much love and support for that person. Oh, you guys cannot see what I'm doing. I keep hiding everything behind my little character head. I'm sorry. This is also the first time we're actually using this screen, so apologies. It's all Elu's fault. If she had been here last week, we would have used it. And I would know what the hell I'm doing. Should go shame her in her channel. Shame. Shame. What happened? That is not what I wanted. Let's see. Dude's got the doors all painted. Alright. Gotta run for a bit. Bye, Jam. Oops. Oh, I think she DC'd. Oh no! DCing is one thing, but I hope her whole thing didn't crash. Let me check.
Oh my god.
There she is. What happened?
I think the internet decided to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I went to go get a snack.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate. Oh, that's a bummer. It was because of Theo. I just know it.
Is his VO been giving problems?
I don't know. I haven't been able to use him in a while, and I'm not sure why he's not being on stream. It's fine. Maybe someday again.
For now, he just needs to cool it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was busy, again, painting on something that nobody could see.
Oh, no.
I keep doing everything a little more left, so it was kind of like, eh. Oh, but your stuff showed right back up. That's nice.
This paladin set.
I sent you a peek. All right, Jam, let me take a look. Oh, my goodness. That is epic. Well, you're doing a great job. Keep that up. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
I love the robot Jam.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that badass? Oh, shoot. Ah, okay, I have to recolor that part. That's okay. Damn it. I didn't think about that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the void Elu. I need the fucking regular colored Elu. Trying to get my tentacle colors straight, damn it.
I got regular color and void elf color.
Ugh. Well, because this one's a shadow priest too, I'm like, oh yeah, just base everything off of what I've already done for Elu. Yeah, fuck, I forgot how complicated this was.
Consistency, you got this.
Just want it to have the right... Well, actually, should I not just... Yep. I'll probably just select it and change it like a normal person. Well, it's like thinking about how I'm making that Photoshop class, right? Because it's like, oh yeah, here's how to do something in Photoshop. And I'm like, but there's like a million ways to do everything in Photoshop. Awesome.
That's true.
It's totally
that is
fine.
so true.
Totally fine. It's going to be difficult.
Seen them all. Just kidding. Seen a lot of them.
Just about.
I don't know. People get creative too, so yeah. Hey Anto, how's it going? Welcome in. We are drawing with Belle today.
Okay, let's do
How are you? How's your day
that.
going?
And then use this bit. Color.
Kind of moving around this picture for my own entertainment. Like no rhyme or reason. This is just the part I want to work
Just
on right now.
because.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. One's a little more blue, and the other one's a little more purple. That's fine. It's acceptable.
Song makes me want to sing along with. I won't though. Don't want to hear that.
Oh, no, I can't do it that way. Let's try this way.
You don't sing, do you, Belle? You do, right?
Oh, I can. It's not that great. Only my cats like it, but I mean, yeah.
Can you sing for us?
Sing
I'm not going
what?
to request anything like that. Belle said she would sing today. It's late night here. I am studying. Oh, well, welcome in.
Who's saying I said I would?
I don't know. Just somebody messaged me randomly and said that Belle said she was going to sing.
Uh-huh. Why don't I trust
like,
any of you?
That's a dead person.
I'm just thinking, like, who the hell has
What are
heard
you
me
studying?
sing? Nobody's heard me sing. Well, I mean, actually, I think you have, Elu, but only because
Oh.
it was like,
have I?
remember because we were talking about, like, Nightmare Before Christmas?
Oh, yeah. And you said you could do a Jack Skellington voice, which I still haven't heard.
Well, not the
Just
voice,
saying.
but, like, I can sing it. So, I thought I did, though. Or at least, didn't I send you the link? Because it was, wait. Was there a clip or was it a whole?
It was a long
I don't know.
time
It
ago.
was like we're talking way too long for me to even remember either.
Oh, this song is so sad. So, like, a lot of these songs are like songs that. So, let me back up. My brain's going crazy here. I have a lot of songs that were playing when I was writing something in particular from the story. And this song came on randomly. It wasn't even a song that I had known about until it just Spotify decided to play it, and it was like perfect for the scene that I'm writing that or I wrote. That's like way, way, way like volume 3 or chapter 3 or something. But
Like, okay, that's good for leader.
yeah, no, it's great. But like, I wish I could share more about it.
Oh yeah, that too.
A major spoiler.
That part too, because it's like,
Yeah. Electrochemistry. Sounds wild. Hopefully it's going well. But every time I hear it now, I'm just like, oh, it's so like
perfect
for it. But like, I can't wait to share it. And when I do have those scenes that I'm sharing that like have those songs, I definitely am sharing them, which is exciting and fun. Hopefully. It also makes me realize how mean I am to my characters. Like, you get tragedy and you get tragedy and you get really messed up tragedy.
Like, this is gonna suck for you. This is gonna suck for you. And joy. Unhappiness for everybody.
Yeah, especially because I don't know why it's become like such a meme, but like I just treat my paladins the worst. Like,
Great. So what
basically-
happens when I show up?
No, but you're not. I'm not. I didn't write your character. It's not my creation. So I'm
Yet.
not doing anything to your character like that.
Well, no, but still, the story is yours, and I gave you permission, so it was just like, yeah, sure, go for it. She's going to kill me.
No. But I had this conversation with Em the other day. I was like, dude, I just had to decide who to kill. The second person, because there was an obvious like death in the first like drafts, because that's just the story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like googling when do you kill off characters? What is the purpose? Do you have to?
You
And
do
it is
it
necessary.
for lots of reasons.
Yeah, I mean it's totally. I just was writing this part of a scene, and I was like, I'm gonna have to kill this character. This is really. This is a
What
really
do you mean
weird
you're
realization.
gonna have to though? Like, why is like this character so good we have to kill it?
No, but it's like to. This is gonna sound really shitty, but to make a point
To make it, well, that's fine.
and create like this emotional weight for the other characters. I mean, it's not a
That's
main
normal.
character, it's like a side character.
Yeah, but still, it's normal
Kind of.
to create that. The
No, but it's
problem.
my first time realizing that I need to kill another one of my characters.
Yeah, but understand too that like, and death just for the emotional effect is fine, but also realize that you need time to build those emotional attachments too. So unless it's like a very likable, relatable character, I'm gonna warn you, it better be, because you don't want your audience to kind of be like, oh, she killed a character. Oops, okay. Why is this other character so upset? You know?
It's a character with like a brief that has a brief interaction in the first like thing that you read, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple other people be like, I want to know those two stories or those people's stories. It's already gonna be a spoiler, but anyway.
No, you're good. You're good.
I want to know more about those two, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to like write something, right? Like they need more than just a bit part, like because I'm inspired. Like, well, what is that story? And I wrote the story just for fun, and then it became a whole like side thing.
A whole
And
tragic side
so
thing, apparently.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's already piggybacking off like this idea that people that read like a first draft really already liked the interactions between the two characters.
Yeah, but
Like,
again, it's like but you realize you're gonna be ripping that from them, and that's fine too. But like, just understand, like, you're gonna get a lot of people going, why, Elu, why?
I do.
It's like you wanted to know. That's what happened. Sorry.
I don't have drama in my real life, and so I like to read about it and watch it on TV.
That's the answer. Oh, there's no drama in my real life, so you guys have to get it all here. Okay, thanks. Ta-da!
Yeah, just like not like
Hope
drama,
you
but like
enjoy.
I don't want like heart wrenching tragedy in my life, but I think it's so like fun to
Story
write
driven.
and so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm doing with this. I don't want to like be heartbroken, but it sure is fun when you make other characters like have their like whole like emotional journey with it, and you get to write it. That's kind of interesting.
Oh my god.
I'm also a messed up person.
I'll say
apparently.
Elu's slightly sadistic. Here we go.
I'm so sorry. There's a lot wrong with my brain, and I don't like paladins. That's been super obvious in a sad way.
Oh.
Moving on.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me.
The fact that you would have to Google how a character could plausibly die for ideas. Like I have some ideas, but this feels wrong, and then Google's gonna be like sending the FBI to my house.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that's the problem with writing. You're like, yep, the FBI who are monitoring my house right now had a great time going through my search history. Oh
But
god.
then they're like, oh, okay, she plays World of Warcraft. Clearly, there's nothing bad going on here. Unless they think that gaming is the work of the devil, then we're all in trouble. taking you down with me, Val.
Oh, I didn't do nothing. I was in fact the innocent party here. Thank you. But I started it.
What's up for a jury to decide?
Well, I'm sorry. I only thought that pushing her in the direction of writing amazing characters was going to be fine. She took it to a whole new level.
She seems so normal. Always so nice.
I didn't think to ask if she was going to do anything bad with the information.
Yeah, it is a weird thing though, because it's all these new experiences of like, how am I gonna kill this character? This feels really bad.
Luckily, though, that's not what you should be looking up. You should literally be looking up causes of death in World of Warcraft and see the number stats on that. That's what you should be looking up.
Okay.
Be like, oh, he fell off a cliff.
Interesting.
Died to fall damage. Sorry.
No. But like,
It would be so realistic, though.
goodness.
It'd be
oh,
great.
that'd be so terrible.
That would be
I
so
do have
funny.
little Easter eggs
Like-
like that though.
Like, this is supposed to be a very tragic thing, but it's also very
No.
funny right here. Yes, it
you
is.
you
Yes, it
dishonor
is.
them with the death by fall damage.
No, because I've done it. I've done it. I went bunny
Have
hopping.
you?
I went bunny hopping around in Dragonblight, and this is when I first made a priest. I forgot that I wasn't a paladin, and in Dragonblight there's also this one spot, you know, where you kind of go into these crevices, and I forgot that they were there. Have you ever been to Dragonblight? Northrend.
I thought you were just saying.
No, Dragon Blight,
World of
the
Warcraft.
Dragon
Big
Blight in Lich King era.
I know.
Okay, I'm like, please don't tell me you're not understanding me right now. I'll cry. So I'm bebopping around, I'm on a mount, because didn't have flying yet at that time. Not that they didn't have it, I personally just did not have it. It was a lot of fucking, 1,000 gold was a lot of gold back in the day. So, I'm bebopping around, I'm a priest, I'm used to being a paladin, and I jump off this chasm by accident, and I was like, well shit, I don't have a bubble. So I fell to my death. A week later, I'm telling the story to a guildie, and they go, why didn't you just levitate? And I legit just lost my shit.
Just levitate on their bars, though. Seriously.
So, I mean, I take my priesthood seriously now.
I get it.
So, yes, death to fall damage is ridiculously real. And if it hasn't happened to everybody, then I don't believe you. You're not a WoW player. You know
I
you're
don't know
not.
That has a place in fanfic.
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes, because then people who've done it, and a lot of them should have, would know, and they would find it hilarious. Because they'll be like, yep, we've all done it. Death to fall damage.
This poignant, like, emotional moment of
And
a
it would be
character's death in my
hilarious.
story, and they're like, how did they find them? They fell off something really high,
Yep.
and it appears they did not use bubble.
Yep. Well, only if they're a paladin. If they're a priest, clearly they didn't use the other stuff. Just saying.
Well, I'm not gonna give it away. It's something. You have some mitigation.
Okay.
Some healing, something.
Well,
do it.
yes, but exactly. And ever since then, every time, even when I was on my paladin, people would be like, "Oh, what do you think's wrong with that?" or whatever. So, okay, my best example, we were in the Nexus, and again, at that one boss, you know, we're all up on those platforms in the middle, and I'm like, "Hey, what's down there?" My ex-husband was not my husband at the time, and he goes, "Jump down there and find out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a bubble." Okay, I jumped down, I bubbled, and I died anyway. People are untrustworthy and WoW, okay? That's what it should be. Someone told him to jump off a cliff, so he did. That's traumatic damage. Let's do that one.
Traumatic damage.
Traumatic death damage. See, you want to know how to kill characters? Just ask Vel. I got all the answers.
Yeah, you have a lot of answers. That's true.
No, I have the answers. There's a difference.
How do I get out of it? How do I get out of it?
Uh,
Yeah, I did end up coming up with an idea though for it that worked. It's just kind of vague, which
mhm.
is fine because I don't want to like spend
Well,
all my
vague's good
time
enough.
writing.
You don't have to like get specific, you know. Like we know he's dead.
Yeah,
That's kind of the specific of it. That's the whole bloody point.
right, right. But yeah, it was kind of like I don't want to write this because especially because you end up spending so much of your time like getting into some details about some situation that's like really the point was like you said they just died and like why the like reason they died is good enough versus like let's just describe it, which is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah. I do want to add like more Easter eggs, but I have like stuff like that that's kind of like the fall damage absurd
There
stuff.
needs to be definite like WoW player stuff. Only WoW players would know, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, like one of my paladins is from Westfall and he has a pet chicken.
Oh my
So
god, that's cute.
it is. It's very cute. And he's like this huge giant like muscly paladin, not the one in the picture. Um, so it's just like this adorable thing where he has this pet that he talks to and like he talks back to it like it's answering him. It's very adorable. It was very fun to write.
You know, as long as you name the chicken Debbie, I'm happy.
I didn't, but maybe he has a friend. It's actually a rooster. But
And for anyone who actually got that reference, thank you.
Henrietta.
That was a Lost in Space reference.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I
the
only
new one.
watched the.
Because the mechanic name's the chicken Debbie.
Oh, isn't there? There is a chicken.
There
I
is a
totally
chicken.
forgot
There
about
is a
that.
chicken. Yeah, Debbie. She forgot Debbie, you guys. How rude. Debbie is an important, vital character.
It's been a while since I saw it. I saw it when it came out, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I've like rewatched it or anything.
That was one of my favorite remakes that they did. Like some people don't like remakes, but I'm like, you know, that was a damn good one. Because I've seen the original, and I remember the original is what I should be saying. Point my age here, but like, because the original was good,
Pardon my
but
age.
this one was
Here.
like, yeah, that wasn't it like in the 80s or some shit, something like that. I don't know. Elu, everyone knows we're in our 30s. We're old, okay?
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Don't need to get
Do I need to
profane with
remind you? God, you know how old you are? As if I was like having a conversation with my dad. Do you realize how old you are? You can't do that shit anymore. God.
sleep on the floor. Can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, oh god, no. God. Okay, you guys, like, I had to ask Elu. Because, like, of course, you all know Elu works really, really fast. She draws really fast. She can do a lot of stuff, get
Oh,
things done.
crazy.
Like, you're really fucking awesome with that. And I'm over here like, how the fuck do you do this for hours? Like, mind you, I used to be able to, but I'm over here
Now I
like,
don't
Elu,
know.
you're still doing this. How are you doing this? And she's like, girl, let me show you my vitamins. I'm like, oh man, that's what it is. I haven't been taking my vitamins. Oh, I got caught.
True.
Oh.
Legit took a picture of my vitamins. So I was like, I take vitamins. They might work. Who knows?
Because I'm over here
I'm
like, I
still
bought a
better.
Cintiq arm for my posture, and I know I need to get a new chair, which, again, that's why office chair is on my donation list right now for people curious. Because I'm like, I know what to get, I just gotta get it all, but I need new ideas. And she's over here with the basic, like, oh yeah, take your vitamins, shit. Fuck.
Just a multivitamin. And like, I also have a green vitamin that I take. So if you eat well enough, you can try your best.
I feel way older than I need to feel. Thank you.
Oh, and yeah, I mean, you didn't ask me about anything else other than that, but like, I also say if you're under 30, definitely wear your sunscreen.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I
Make
had to
sure
look it
sunscreen.
up because I wasn't sure. Like, because I have many different like facial cleansers and stuff, and I'm like, what's technically the order for this? And I was looking up other stuff. Because, people like, this is my routine. And they have like 20 things they put on their face. And I'm like, I don't understand what this is all
that's
for.
not sustainable for me in any
It's
way
not.
at all.
So, for anyone curious, according to Google, the first step is to cleanse. Cleanse all the oils, blah, blah, blah. Just fucking clean your face. Okay, got it. Second, moisturize. Fine, I've got a great moisturizer. It was very fucking expensive, and it's really good. Third, sunscreen. And that's it. And I'm like, well, if it's been that simple this whole time, why didn't I know about it?
Yeah.
Because clearly...
Yeah, I think after, like, COVID stuff, I, like, stopped wearing makeup, like, almost completely. Like, if I go somewhere, like, I'll wear some, like, eye makeup and stuff. A little bit of something here and there, but, like...
like, I'm trying too hard, it's fine.
I don't know, you get into, like, the habit of, like, doing certain things. Like, I used to do eyeliner every day with a pen. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, I mean, I used to go into an office too, but...
I'm getting back into it because I'm like, I'm showing my face on stream again. I ought to look good. That's my answer.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, whatever makes you feel good, but I think if you're questioning why you're doing something and it's not making you happy, then it's okay to be like, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, something, because this shit's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad. Like, when I used to work with folks who were, who did, like, the stream stuff for the company, and like these like people would just constantly have to get their hair done or like, you know, dress well, like
you're the face of the company
women.
thing.
Yeah the implications for women too, because I would like go interact with these people, and the women especially would be like, well, you know, I feel your pain because like I would probably be in the same boat, you know, I look like a ghost if I don't wear makeup, so
yeah,
you know, you would have to look like alive, I guess, on stream.
No way. Alive?
It was. I get where you're coming from, and I feel bad for people who do it for a living, because like I'm sure that's another level of stress. Like your whole whole income depends on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Again, that's why I appreciate the fact that I can literally just do whatever for mine, because I'm just like, yeah, if I want to be like on screen, fine, but if I don't want to be on screen, you know, also fine, and people got to get over it.
Right. And you're your own boss, right? You don't have someone telling you how to look.
Yes,
you decided for whatever reason that you wanted to look a certain way, and you just do it.
Yeah. Like, I decided to paint my face today, and you're all gonna like it.
Tell me I'm pretty. Find me candy. I don't know. The line.
I don't know. But I do find it hilarious, though, I will say.
Yeah. Like makeup, I just like, I don't know. We were talking about that things change when you get into your 30s, and it's like, I don't know. My eyes just like get really bugged by certain eye makeup now, and it makes
yes,
that's like my
that
favorite
part
thing.
too. I can't believe how certain things, you know, you just get like irritate your eye anymore or something, you know, like me wearing makeup. That's the thing. I started putting on a lot more makeup again because, again, going on stream and doing my YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh, look nice, it's fine. But really, I'm like, holy shit. I did not realize how much I touch my face now. So I'm constantly like accidentally wiping my shit off. Like, oh, can't touch my face, I'm wearing makeup. Or
I
like
am a compulsive eye rubber.
Yeah, eye rubbing, and I need to like put my head between my hands kind of bit. Like that's my jam apparently. Like sometimes that meme. No, because like seriously, I'll just be like sitting here and I'm like, oh, and I'll put my hands directly over my eyes and like rub up and over my eyebrows, and I'm like, oh yeah. It also doesn't help because half of my eyebrows are shaved now, so I really have to like do my eyebrows, and I'm literally wiping them off. It's ridiculous. Like, I did my eyebrows anyways. That's the only reason I did it, because I was already, like, always doing my eyebrows when I went out. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I do them anyways. Let's just do it. But, like, now I have the whole eye rubbing or brow rubbing whole thing. I'm like, I'm over here rubbing my whole face off. What the fuck?
Doing some spells over there.
Like, I'm just screwing up so bad. Like, one day... It hasn't happened yet, but one day I know my dad's just going to look at me and go, what happened to your eyebrows? And I'll be like, I must have rubbed them off. Great.
Story.
It is a long story.
Yeah, I do that all the time. If I go out and I like feel really excited about wearing eyeliner for that day or something, and then 5 minutes later I'm like rubbing one of my eyes and it's completely black.
Oh
And you're
my
just
god.
just walking around, nobody says anything to you.
Oh yeah, that's a thing too. Nobody says anything. It's like, oh my god. Thanks, guys.
I guess it's kind of weird to tell someone that.
Yeah, but still, though, it's kind of like that whole thing where it's like, just think about it. Would you want someone to tell you if that was you? That's the only answer.
Yeah, I would. I know you would tell somebody if that was the case. It's very much a Vel thing.
Like, and I would be discreet about it too. I'd just be like, hey, did you know? I mean, just because clearly nobody else is saying anything, but did you know? And then they would probably be like mortified, and it's just like, hey, it's cool, it's totally fine. You know, go fix it. But at least somebody had the fucking balls to say something, to be like, hey, I think this is, you know, not how that's supposed to look.
Like, it could be worse. I could have told you XYZ.
Yeah, right. I mean, at least your face isn't literally falling off.
Yeah.
Like,
in one piece. Your flesh is still in one piece.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, half your face is falling off, you know. Pull a little undead joke. Yeah, pull a little undead joke. See how people like it. Probably not.
Not receptive, writes in her notebook.
Ugh. Oh, wow. I can't believe you've gotten that far already in your coloring. Hell, I can't believe I've gotten as far as I have. Sheesh.
Coloring feels like the part that's the least, like, I don't know, overwhelming.
Okay, honestly, like, Jam knows this. Oh, that's true. Jam's the only one who knows this, but last stream where I flat colored this whole girl, I was in a hurry. I was really excited to get back on WoW, so I closed everything. And of course, it always asks, you know, would you like to save your work? And it always asks even when you have saved your work, so my brain is on this automatic, of course I just fucking saved it. No. Well, that time I hadn't, so I had to go back after stream and recolor the whole thing. Luckily, it was just flat color, but you know how long that still takes. It still takes like an extra hour, so I had to do an extra hour off stream recoloring the whole damn thing. I'm like, I don't remember the exact color I used, but here we go.
That is so depressing. I feel your pain.
But, I mean, thank God it wasn't like right now, like fully rendered. And which reminds me, I'm going to save it right now. Just because I'm talking about everybody save. Everybody save. Do you want to save? Yes. Yes.
Save their work.
But yeah, so it was just kind of like, holy shit. Just think of if I lost like what I worked on today. Even though that still wasn't much. It was a lot of work. You know, it's not what you want to lose.
Oh my god. Guys.
Oh, snap.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you for the Elu raid.
How's it going? Hello. How was your stream?
Oh, yes, I did save. Don't be weird. It's gonna make me question everything in my existence now.
Awesome. Is today a collecting day, or what are you guys up to? Yeah, we're just doing co-stream stuff. Happy Pride, guys. We're also doing WoW stuff, but we are only drawing. We are not playing anything at the moment. Oh, nice. And there. Oh, yeah.
Remix. Woo, woo.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we need to do some of that this week, too. I have been dying to level an alt already somehow. What are you playing in Remix? Hello, how's it going? These are my characters from my. I decided I needed to draw them in an epic pose in front of, what's it called? Antorus?
Oh, hell, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, like you can kind of see it at the top.
That kind of makes sense, though, because that's where it starts.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. But yeah, plus, like, for your sections, like, if you decide to make
I
them,
have
like,
5
into
alts.
volumes,
Nice.
you'll need all the book covers
Yeah, you can
anyway.
flip. Yeah, I do. I'm making like an art book as well, so this will probably go in that.
Oh,
Not
that's
like
cute.
the final comic, but like yeah, the art book, all that stuff. Thank you for the follows, guys. Cool. Yeah, I've been playing Mistweaver with the intention of having the option to play other roles, but Druid is a good one too because you can kind of do whatever. I don't main Mistweaver, so it's been fun to do something a little bit different. Yeah, we're just coloring today, talking about nerdy stuff. Vel and I are both artists. We met through being artists actually first, and she inspired me to actually stream. So we are getting back to it. We're just catching up too. Hopefully
Y'all.
we'll get in some gaming before your sub runs out this month.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness.
Might have to pick up a rep pally or something. Yeah, I don't know why I want to level a rep paladin.
Because it's awesome.
I don't know what's wrong with me. If we haven't met
I'm
before, I'm
rubbing off on
new.
you. That's what's happening.
I am a hardcore priest main in retail.
It's all my fault.
Sometimes Mistweaver for funsies, but I'm not an alt person at all. So this is a very weird feeling that I'm having. Yeah, we're just getting through some coloring. But I don't know. I see people playing Shadow Priest too, like running around leveling in Pandaria, and I'm just like,
Yeah, there's so
my
many.
heart, my Shadow Priest. No, I have to finish leveling this monk. This is what's right. You're addicted to alts? Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be fun to have the energy to do that. Like, I feel like I just don't have it. Or the motivation. It's like one or the other, to be honest. But Remix has made me feel it's more possible because of the accelerated leveling stuff. That seems really encouraging because it's just a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
worth it that way. It's not worth it
Mhm.
usually other ways. Like, it is, but then it's like, this is the alt that I'm going to hold on to, you know.
Yeah, and it's really nice that you can actually go back and
It's like Elu and I connect because of
play
Priest,
them.
but you know I'm
Yeah.
also an amazing paladin, and I even told her because she was like, "You gotta show me," and I'm like, "Okay." So I came back to WoW to be an awesome paladin.
Oh my god.
It's like, yes, it is possible.
Paladin.
It's possible.
I don't. Well, to be fair, you are a holy paladin. That is
I'm
a
any
whole
I
other ball of
can
wax.
yes, but
To me, anyways.
I can be any paladin. I like all the specs. It's totally viable, but just
Good.
at the time the healers were really bad and I was just like, I don't know how you can be a bad holy paladin. It's so fucking easy. So, you know, I came back and I'm like,
Show us.
yeah, I came back and then all of a sudden, like for reals, like how many people were like, "Oh, here's the paladin and this paladin, everybody's a paladin and they're trying to heal," and I'm like, yeah, see, but they were actually pretty good, and I'm like, exactly, like it can't just be me. Out of this whole millions of people, I can't be the only fucking one who understands how this works. But thankfully,
And
we
I
found some others.
and I don't mean to call him out if he's still in chat, but
Found
one of
my
my favorite
people.
paladin stories is McGonagall saying he leveled his holy paladin to max level and was healing like this was like 2 seasons ago,
Oh god.
healing 20s with flash of light, and I was like, and you did it. You
What?
taught me these keys, like
What the
legitimately
fuck?
not like the
Just like being like a normal healer
healing.
healing. How did he
Right,
not run
right,
out of
right,
mana? The actual logistics.
right.
I need to know. McGonagall, where are you?
It was very cool because like it's not like play any way you want, like honestly,
Yeah,
the
but
fact
if
that
it
like there's so
works,
much, yeah, like
God.
there's hope for us who are overwhelmed by this. I sure as hell am.
Well, regardless, Rhett is so much fun. Everything's fun. So, yeah, it would be absolutely amazing if you would play, just to play it and be like, what's the deal with all these paladins? And then all of a sudden Elu's like,
Yeah,
I
it's just an
get
army
it.
of paladins. I love it. The jocks of WoW.
Yeah. We're shiny,
Hey, Purple, how's it
okay?
going? For the lurk squeak.
And
How are you
everyone
doing,
must
Purple?
shine.
Oh, I have not heard of that. Is it good? Are you enjoying it? Yeah. Okay. Now it's happening. The paladin arc is happening. That's probably the fun part about like what I thought would be really fun about leveling in Remix is like getting to do the accelerated leveling in a class that like maybe you want to learn or get better at or revisit, which is why I'm playing Mistweaver.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, if I haven't leveled a paladin since BFA, that's that's definitely an exciting idea. And having like a bunch of paladins around to be like, this is this.
This is this and that is that.
Yeah. Or yeah, make a class you want to level quick to never have to play again. Hey, it's just the journey. I get it.
I'm gonna miss Remix so much when it's gone, because I'll be like, where is my, soul spirit? I don't know. Why is my fire stuff not attack? Where are my extra bubbles? Where's my shields? I'm supposed to get 10% extra leech.
Make an entire party of paladins, call them the Amen.
Oh my god,
Wow.
that would be so epic. Yeah, best A team you've ever seen.
Wow. That's great. I appreciate that. And then we can have them fall off things to their deaths because I hate paladins apparently.
Oh, swear, Elu.
You know what's funny is I always joke about that, and then if I joke about it on social media, invariably like some paladin friend of mine will be like, "Hello." Like, not you, anyone but you. Then who? Well, just random paladins.
The only thing I will say you're gonna have to do, because it's legit, is when my paladin comes in, you're gonna have to, like, no matter what decision Elu makes, she's gonna stand by it. It doesn't even matter if it's like a dark void kind of thing.
Cameo in your comment.
Hey, you kill me, I'll kill you. So I'm just saying.
I'm not killing anyone.
I'm gonna make Elu like one of the elven princesses somewhere, and we're gonna have like it's gonna be like D&D. We're gonna have a very bad time in this one spot, and she's just gonna accidentally, quote unquote, die. And it's like, we were supposed to protect the princess. Well, whoops.
The worst thing you could do is like rearrange a marriage to like somebody really terrible.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad, in my opinion.
You're like, I've been there. What is going on? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? It's not
I don't think we're gonna be here long enough for that. But you would really make me an elven princess. You're so sweet.
Well, again, I'm gonna have to change everything into my but it's still high fantasy. Technically, you're an elf. I've got elves. You would be an elf. Unless you wanted to be a dwarf. I mean, we can go there, but I haven't done any dwarven stuff yet, so.
I don't think I'm on a dwarf arc just yet, but thank you for asking. Oh, it's so good though. I did read something about Tolkien, because I'm sure you know this, Belle, but I was like, do I have to make my own like language? This is when I was making my own cult.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to find a cult in WoW lore that would fit for my story, and none of them did. So I had to make my own, and it was hard, and it was scary. Not for the reasons you'd think, but one of my thoughts was like Tolkien created this whole language for
all of the things, yeah.
Yeah, well, for millions of like, not millions, but like several groups, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, is that necessary? Like that kind of dedication? And I didn't know that he was like a professor.
Yeah,
of
it's
linguistics or
it's,
like
okay.
semiology or something. I don't know. One of those.
Okay, but still, in general, in writing, having your own language, yes, is awesome. It's not necessary. Because if you look at like some of the different things that have been adapted from books into movies, like the Dothraki had their own language in Game of Thrones, and they had to do Valyrian and all these other stuff. And there are linguists out there who can do this kind of thing. Now, mind you, you probably don't know this about me. I wanted to be a linguist a long time ago. I wanted to be a translator and stuff. But the extra is awesome, but it's the hardest part about it is maintaining the different sounds and how they're going to work in that language. So like doing the logistics and being able to do it, yeah, that'd be great and awesome, but that's also the question of how much work are you really going to put into this, like it's not necessary. Like in Illidan, they could have, and I think they did in a few spots where the Legion was speaking, in their language, but I mean, let's be honest, they could have cheated and just played WoW and converted their language and you know exactly what's being said in demonic or whatever. But it's the same idea. Like, are you gonna do it? And for some of the little spots where they did actually do the language conversion and they did, their whatever, blah, 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 that legions were saying at the time, it was still interesting and really good. But again, how much effort are you gonna put in that? Do you want to have people question you on it? That's the thing too. Anything you write down is going to be questioned. So if shit doesn't add up, that's kind of my.
I'm not writing this for the audience. I'm writing it for the people on the forums.
I know, but like that's the part. That's the part that scares me, because people are gonna call you out and be like, "Oh, really? This, and this? But what about this?" And I'm like, "I haven't finished it yet. Don't judge me." Like, that's just the first half. I'm not going to answer all your questions in the first fucking novel.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's good. It's actually that worry has prompted me to go deep into lore more than just, like, coming up with things in the story, is not only to fully understand everything, but also to be like, if someone were to ask me this question, it's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
And I think I should know the answer to it.
That is true. You better know the answer, because if you don't know the answer as the writer,
Like, why did I make this decision for this type of character given X, Y, and Z? And it's like, well, I should know that. And it is interesting to find out, too. It's not, like, completely motivated by, like,
well, and you can do a simple answer, too, and it still may not be enough of a satisfactory answer to someone. Because sometimes people think, like the death that you're talking about, some people think that it needs to be like, it has to have a purpose, and you need to make it, viable, and I got to understand why this happened. And sometimes it's like, that's not the point. The point is you need to know that it happened, and there you go. That's the end of it. But, that's why I'm like, you need to be careful, because you may get some people on your ass like, excuse me, you did not explain this properly.
I think it's just interesting when you read, like, people critiquing the story as it is in official lore already. People are very...
Oh, that too, yeah. That is the only other issue
already,
with writing something that's not your own story.
Yeah, and then on top of it, you're like, well, if I need to bend lore or extend lore based on, like, what's going on in my story, like, what's the best way to do that, right? And, like, that's where a lot of the thought comes in, but, like, you have to know
I also
so
think
much
that's
more
why
than
it's
you,
a good
and just
thing.
that,
Well, I think that's why it's a good thing you have friends reading it who are big lore people, because then if there is something that could possibly be questioned, they'll be the first to point it out,
Yeah, I mean, it's not in lieu of, like, your own research, but yeah, it does help to have, like, a sanity check on, like, what the hell you even put to paper. Like, really? Jam and I talked about this the other day. It was like, I spent so much time thinking about the eye color of Lu's parents. I'm not going to go into it here, but they're blood elves, so it was like, well, where in the timeline is their story? Why do they have certain eye colors? Why does that matter for them? How does it affect, like, how they're seen in society? And it was insane. I mean, it's exciting, but when you explain it, you're like, this sounds really crazy.
But it is important, though, because, like, think about that. Like, they just add randomly, yellow eye colors. So clearly it's like, well, did they have yellow before? I don't think I've seen any NPCs with it. Like, there are some things you do need to think about,
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome, but, But it
Yeah,
it
I
is
mean,
a lot to say the
there's
least.
just so much that goes into like, as you know, like writing stuff, and that I'm learning about just the amount, how much of it is actual writing versus how much of it is research, how much of it is writing that doesn't even go into the story itself, is just like, writing, the idea of like writing a fully fleshed out character or creating a fully fleshed out character, even if they're a side character. So when you're writing their dialogue or like presenting them
Yeah,
in a
who
scene,
are
that they're
they?
represented, correctly, and they feel unique, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have their own goals and their own story and their own problems, right?
Exactly.
It's a whole thing, and it's not as overwhelming as it feels, but
But it is
it's
still a lot,
kind of
yeah.
crazy and eye opening for sure. So you're like, what did I get myself into? I love it.
Like the days you love it and the days you hate it, it's just gonna be all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. There's the
This
days
is
where
our
you're
love
like,
hate
you have this
relationship.
thesaurus.com open and you're just like, I can't find this word. This
Yeah,
is not the right word. Still not the right word. I need a different word.
I like when they do like when you read other people's books, and it's oh my god, like who was it? I know that Rebecca Yarros and Sarah J. Maas do it a lot, like, but they'll try to find other ways of saying um, like to reach for something or to grab something. They'll just go, what was it? Oh, they reached for purchase.
Oh, I've heard that
They
before.
they
Not in
reached
it.
for purchase. How about they reached for a handhold? I see that, Mickey. Hi,
Nikki, what is up? Hello. Happy Pride. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, I've heard that, but only in
Mickey.
like
It's
the context
so
of spicy things.
it's so irritating. I don't even care. Even in the context of spicy things, I'd be like, say grab that ass. Don't say grab purchase. What the fuck does that mean? I don't get
Whoa.
that. It's so
I'll feel very
aggravating.
strong about
I
this.
feel
Yes,
very
you're
strong
so
about how people write, okay? Don't open the thesaurus and go, okay, I just need a different word. We're going to just use whatever we want because it sounds complicated and cool. No, it doesn't. It sounds stupid. Get your shit straight. Ugh. But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But like,
haven't you read
yeah,
that, Mickey?
there's
Like ask Mickey, okay, I need some like other kind of help here. Like who the fuck says that in a book? Oh yeah, they grabbed for purchase. Like if they grabbed for a handhold, you're falling off a fucking cliff. You're not grabbing for a purchase, you're grabbing for a goddamn rock. Makes
the
no
beautiful
sense.
fresh week men. What?
The what? I've never heard that one. I don't know. You might be talking about something else too, but still, this is the confusing part for Vel. Okay, I get pretty into it because it's like, yeah, do these people even know what they're saying? No.
No, seriously, Mickey. That's where I first heard that term that Mel's
Yeah,
talking about, is the purchase thing. Is like
I've
that's when
okay.
I first
These
heard it. I heard it on
these are
Tumblr and the like naughty like Dragon Age like
these are smut writers,
fanfic.
but I don't understand why we're talking about purchase, especially if it's smut. I'm gonna say grab that ass. I'm not gonna say, well, what the fuck is a purchase? Nobody says that. But this is the new thing with new modern writers, and it's like you guys all suck. I can't even. No, 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 no. Not written to take purchase, to grab purchase. Again, it is in the context of somebody falling off of a cliff and they're reaching for purchase. I legit had to ask myself what the fuck they were talking about.
It's old school English writing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
it's not,
I mean,
no.
fantasy is like that. Like, I will be the first to admit, like, I watch way too much Bridgerton and like freaking
Yeah, but
period
don't
shows.
excuse it on a fantasy thing, though. That's just stupid. People's illiterate ignorance needs to be dealt with. I just can't. Sorry, guys. My mom was a teacher. I can't. That is my bloody excuse.
Today.
I'm like sweating. That one makes me so mad. I'm not joking.
Belle tell your bad blood pressure.
I don't have no goddamn blood pressure. It's fine. Actually, I will admit, I really do have no problem with my blood pressure. I go and get it done and people can't find it. I'm like, are you sure? I can tell you it's there. I'm alive.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Definitely.
See, Mickey, in that context, it sounds and makes sense and it sounds good. But I mean, like, literally, these people, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like when I like using a thesaurus for words that like I feel like don't quite make the meaning that I want, but I'm looking for, but like just to use it, just to like make a word sound more old timey sounds a weird, maybe rough way to go about writing your prose.
I don't know though. I'm okay with that kind of like reasoning, but like some of these people, I literally think they're just not paying attention. I don't know. Mr. Comma.
Oh no. Do you know about
Oh
Bell's
no.
commas? They're legendary.
Oh my god. Only when I don't do them right and I get yelled at. You're gonna have to tell Mickey what I did. What I did to you.
Oh my god. So yeah, Belle got to read a full first draft of my comic, my first act or whatever, and I framed it as like this is not like I'm not asking for feedback on like grammar and spelling and all that stuff. It's really just the story and like thing and all that kind of stuff. She wrote back and she's like, "I'm sorry, but your commas can't not say anything."
I was like, this is an immediate you need to fix.
Like,
Specifically
right,
asking not to be fixed or spell checked or anything. And I'm over here like, I can't. I can't.
There are problems. I understand there are problems.
Oh, God.
It's not where we're focusing. It's not where we're at right now.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. I'm just like,
Hey.
I did at least apologize. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I just can't go on without you knowing.
Yes, I understand my life is a run-on sentence, but please consider the following.
I'm just like, as long as you know, I'm good, okay? I just want you to know. Oh my God.
Probably, yeah.
Is my camera centered? Okay, I'm just like, I can't.
I mean, generally the feedback was like, don't focus on this stuff, because then people will like either not give feedback because they're like, I'm not going to sit here and correct your grammar.
I understand it was also not your
And
focus. Your focus was specifically
Also
some
that,
story
yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I got it. But, Vel and her mouse.
I feel like being extra, which you often do, and I appreciate you anyway. Then yes.
It's not that I feel like being extra, it's that I can't help myself.
Right. You're compelled.
I know, I am so compelled. Like,
That's fine.
it's a compulsion, okay? It's fine.
No, I appreciate you. And there will be a time when I go,
The power of grammar
guess what time
compels
it
me.
is? Guess what time it is? It's freaking comma time. Have fun. Slams down a brick on your desk.
I know, right? All that, okay. I would just take it and be happy with it, and she'd be like, damn, I was really trying to irritate her that time. Just to see what she would do. Oh, man.
Yeah. You might be able to read it in Discord so far. I know people with exalted server status see those channels.
I'm only special because I'm the one who started her on this journey, therefore I should be able to correct her on this journey. But she's doing pretty good, though. Hey,
I know.
I'll say,
you better do it.
I've
Mickey.
legit had, like, no complaints, really, though. Get out of my head on
You need to
paper,
see,
yes!
Mickey's Shadow Priest story.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's okay, though. I talked about it for, like, 2.5 years before Belle was like, shut up. I just want to see you do it. Just do it. Stop talking about it.
You're like, why haven't you done this yet? Oh, okay.
I
Excuses.
wouldn't
I
be
got
that
it.
mean though.
I'm not mean. At least I don't feel like I am.
No, you're not.
So when I tell people, I'm like, if I have ever said anything, or you feel like I'm like mean or whatever, or I was not nice, like just fucking say so. Like I would say it to your face. You need to say it to my face, you know. And then people people never do, and they get offended, and they don't talk to me again. And I'm like, I fucking told you. If I ever offend you, just tell me. God.
They told you in my mind.
They did. I know. I'm supposed to just know.
You need to pick a damn main where you can start writing lore. I think you should just pick one and start writing it. It's okay if
you don't need a main.
Your favorite.
Just write whatever one you feel like at the time. You can write multiple in one time.
Want to write?
I used to have like roleplay characters, like alts. Like I had my main that I would write with, but I would write like 5 different characters all the time. Like just do it.
Yeah, I have a bunch of alts that actually have little cameos in my story, which is really fun.
Good.
It's like, you have a story. I mean, they kind of had a story already because that's how my brain works, but I got to like expand upon it. I love it. I love them. I want to include them. And then I actually made this paladin, and then like his mentor paladin, which is a Draenei.
Yeah, I really like him.
In game.
You did?
I did.
Oh
but
my
I am
god!
This guy.
Okay.
That's where it's probably where I got my like ret arc from.
It's acceptable. It is acceptable.
Gaia Online. That's old.
That sounds old. I mean, I've played a lot of different things. I like Ion, but it was all like angels and wings and stuff. So I was like, oh fuck yeah, love it. It's not as amazing. It's still very grindy. It's the only problem with some of those Asian games, but they're still fun to play like once in a while. So I always keep them around.
Just want to settle for yourself. Your first ever team was an arcane maid. Oh yes, that was mine too. High five.
It's okay, paladins. I'm here for you. First time paladins.
Welcome, new paladins. You're gonna hate it here. But I realized how I didn't really care for the human, the male human.
To be fair, I could have been like a warrior main, but the fact that paladins could heal themselves is what got me. Like, that's the only reason. The truth of the whole thing. Main. Yeah. Because I was at the time when I was like, oh my god, what should I play? I was like, I want to play either a warrior or a paladin, and that's when the person was like, well, hey,
I never heard that story before.
You can't do that. And I'm like, you can't heal on a warrior? They're like, well, you can, but it's not like paladins. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck this, I'm gonna be paladin.
Apollo, you totally summoned Nyx. Nyx has been playing to my... I think you're still playing an evoker, right, Nyx?
Ooh.
Plays everything.
That's not the point, Elo. Playing everything. Yeah, playing everything is fine, but like as long as they're enjoying it, that's the point.
Thank you so much for the follow. No way. This is the guy that's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then plays Augment Evoker and like never dies, which is very rare.
That was me on the Shadow Priest. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons in a random dungeon because Faye wouldn't let me set up my buttons. So I'm like rearranging my buttons in a dungeon, trying to figure out what the fuck any of it does. And somehow I was top DPS. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a liar. It's lying to me.
Let me open my spell book to find this spell that I never used that somebody suddenly wants me to use, aka Feather.
Oh my god.
Oh, cool. Yeah, weird times though. I feel like you'd always post that you're looking for folks, but I do want to play more. I'm not glad level, but someday.
feel like this hair is gonna be the death of me.
Why?
Just because it's a lot, and it's like, I don't know. I'm still kind of in my how do I do hair phase. Like, I just don't remember, and I'm trying to do it on a Cintiq, and I'm like, I'm kind of keeping to my, like, stylish version, but it's just not looking the same, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I guess it's okay, but I don't know. Like, truthfully, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle the truth.
Can't handle it.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, PvP is definitely cool but daunting. I was talking about this with someone the other day too because like I've been doing for the achievements in Diablo, you have to do some go into some of the PvP area, do the things.
Oh, God.
And I'm just like, oh, I always wanted to do PvP in Diablo, but it feels like such a large like learning curve. Like I don't feel like I want to devote any time to that. But it's really interesting, but it just reminds me of like how much WoW feels like that too. So there's no really great way to get into it other than just
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Carry you? I will carry you. And by carry you, I mean not at all. But I will play with
I'm gonna
you.
carry your emotions. Oh, we're
Yeah.
supporting you. Yay. But, oh, bad for you because I don't know how to help you.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing with a friend end of last season for 1800, and it's the first time I've played in a while with a goal like that, probably since like season one. It was really fun. It's just fun to chill and hang out with friends and not have someone yell at you that you plugged into.
Oh my God.
You're what? No. You have to suck so long before you start to get it. I know. It sucks, and I want to be good at everything right away. Like, well, that's not how it works unless you're just really lucky, I guess. I don't know. These kids that just pick up any class and play them. What's that like?
Well, I mean, technically we're feeling what that's like in Remix, so.
Whoa, that's awesome.
What happened?
Oh, yeah,
wow.
next thing. I carried my brother to 2.1 last season. How to play anything. Dude, it took me so long, it feels like, some days, but now that I feel like I'm in a spot where I can kind of start to assess my own gameplay, or at least know the tricks to do it, like, record your VODs, look at logs, all that stuff. I feel like I have a more excited about it. So it's not as overwhelming as it used to be, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I had to have you guys help me with that too, because I was like, I don't know what the fuck any of this shit says.
I know they are. I really want that purple dragon mount, but I am really, really bad at threes. There's no way.
Oh, threes are
you never
fun.
know. They are, but people are wild.
Like, I can't choose at all, but yeah, like threes. Oh.
Yeah, my brain is just like there's 6 people that I have to look out for, and they're all going different directions. Like, this is crazy.
I mean, it is, like, but damn. Discipline Priest, Arms Warrior, and I think it was way back. I think Marksman Hunter at the time. That was legit so much fun.
So much fun to play. Yeah, it's quick. Like, you don't have to spend an hour raiding, which is, a different kind of fun.
No, but you got to spend however many minutes just sweating your breasts off, essentially.
Goodness, how do you play?
Well, I mean, like, I can't say sweat your balls off because I don't have any, but I mean, I just told you it was those threes, man, back in the day. It's like that's a boob sweat right there.
I always like to say my ass is sweating.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, say whatever you want to say. I just thought
it was I mean, it's fair though, like, just to say, like, my ass is sweating, but, like, that, I guess that's just a new thing for me. Okay, so for people who don't know me, we're gonna get a little personal. I don't have really big boobs. I am a basic size B. I'm nothing crazy, but, like, I have never had boob sweat a day in my life until I turned 35. Now I got boob sweat, and I'm like, is this what them girls with them big titties feel like? Cause goddamn, I'm over here like tripping over. Like it's a whole experience, Elu. I don't know if you have the same problem, but like it's new. It's very new.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
I mean, you don't have to answer that publicly, but I mean, definitely answer me someday, because it's like, really? There's powder for that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm new to this wedding thing. I don't know how to explain it. Poor Elu. Again, Vel being openly honest, and she's just like, shut up, Vel. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm not listening.
You're like, I'm not even listening. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, man. But seriously, it's one of those things, Elu, where I have real questions that need answers. Like, real answers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to make her
wow.
Trying to make her feel sorry
People
for
are
me.
Like, I'm sorry that our banter in Discord is so loud and annoying, and I'm just like, you know, I'm attuned to a couple things. Somebody yelling the word healer, my name, and then just general screaming, because that usually means someone's getting
You
fucked.
actually answer to healer? I don't even answer to that. I'm just like, wait, are you talking to me? Like, you actually have to scream Vel, or at the time, Stella. Because that was my first priest. Stella! What? Why aren't you healing me? Oh, I thought I was. I'm sorry. Why are you dying to extra shit?
Why are you dying to extra shit?
Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
Like, what the fuck are you dying to? Stop dying. That's not my problem.
So the stream cut out like an hour ago.
Yours did when it clicked.
Yeah. So that was, we're almost at like 2.5 hours.
Oh, time frame. It's almost 3. Yeah.
So I know
we started at 12:30.
I know that we were talking about doing 2, and then.
I mean, I'm good as long as you are. So whenever you're ready, I'm good. I have put a lot of progress on this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like some food, but we should talk about offline doing some remix this week or next week before you.
My time, yeah, for sure.
Before your coach turns into a pumpkin.
That is a very interesting way of putting that, but I like it.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
That was
like my dad jokes.
That's a dad joke? Is it really?
Is it?
I don't know. I thought it sounded cool though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Aww. She just called me a Disney princess, everybody. You heard it here.
I will say though that I personally am gonna raid I guess it's my rig mom. So it's the person who rigged my VTuber.
Oh, okay.
He's drawing right now. He is really, really cool.
Actually,
so definitely.
I have an idea. We're gonna raid train, because I don't know how many people are here with me. They're not talking, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna cut it off here and slash radio. And then we can go to that one. So here we go. Ready, set, woo!
Holy moly.
All right, 5 seconds, because clearly it doesn't understand the importance of rating now. Okay, here we go. Thank you, bye!